Hey, what's happening, my network marketing friends? Todd Falcone here. Welcome to toddfalcone.com. And today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the whole idea of prejudging. And it's so funny because in like Network Marketing 101, we say, don't prejudge your prospects. Write down a list of everybody you've known. If you look at the bare bones, like super getting started, like way back in the day kind of thing. It's like, write down a list of everybody you've known and don't, determine whether they're going to do it or not. All your job is to flip over the rock and ask. And I think there's definitely something to that whole idea is this whole idea of not prejudging. But I just got to say something that I got to get off my chest, because when it comes to, especially when it comes to recruiting talent, which is something I talk a lot about, this whole idea of recruiting quality people, right? Recruiting up the socioeconomic chain. We all want to put good people in our business, and I don't know, the best way to do that is go put a good person into your business, right? Obviously, we can find somebody that knows somebody that's good, but that's just been a really good quality way of recruiting for me for many years, is just, let's just go talent scout, which is kind of what sports teams do, what corporate America does. They talent scout for the very best person. If you ran a company, you'd take the very best person for the job, not just any old person who came in with a job application. And then we get a network marketing, and it's so funny because we think we have to try to sell somebody into our business. Like, we got to try to get them to come in, and it's like here's the thing. You don't know what's underneath the surface. Okay. You look at somebody's car, house, lifestyle, and you make an assumption based on what you see on the surface, but you don't know. And I'm not going to do this video for very long, for like extensive video, but there's just too many examples of us not knowing. I'm sure like you can think of situations where you thought it was one way and then come to realization like, oh my gosh, I thought they were like a super happy couple yesterday and now they're getting divorced. For example, like you were at dinner at a friend's house, like, oh my gosh, they're such a happy couple. And then, a week later you find out that they're not even together anymore. I mean, but you were there and you were sitting there and you thought they were the greatest couple since, the beginning of mankind, right? And it's the same thing with people that we prospect in business. Here's your job. Your job is just to flip the rocks over. Your job is to have enough intestinal fortitude, enough guts to say, look, John, I was thinking about you. I know you're super successful in what you do, but I've been thinking about you. I launched this new business. I'd love to show you what I'm up to. If I sent you a 15-minute video about my company that I'm launching, would you spend 15 minutes to take a peek at it? Or whatever your peak interest question is. Like the other question that you guys have probably heard me say, do you at all keep your options open in terms of making any money outside of what you're currently doing as a real estate professional, as an example? And I'm doing this video again to just remind some of you, look, you got to start talent scouting. Why would you want to go down the socioeconomic chain thinking, like, here's the thing. When we go down it's easier to go down here because it's like my broke friends and family, they're not going to freak out all over me and who cares if they tell me no. But then we go up here like, oh my gosh, what if this person I respect and look up to, what if they say no? I don't know if I'll be able to live again, And the reality is this person up here might be literally praying for somebody to bring them something. And then what we do, many people do, is they go, oh, well, I don't think they would. So we've made up the decision for them without us even asking. And then the crazy thing is, some of you probably had this experience. You didn't ask them, and then next thing you're talking to them, they're like, hey, I got this really great business. They're like, what business is that? And they're like, and then they tell you, and it's a network marketing business. And you're like, how long have you been in it? Oh, I've been in it for 3 weeks. And 6 months ago, you thought about talking to them, but then you didn't because you made up your mind for them, or their mind up for them, which is something. In other words, is you prejudge them. So stop prejudging people. I don't care how high level they are. If you're struggling, and this is something I talk about a lot, if you're struggling and you're not, you don't have the guts to go do it, then you need to work on your confidence. And I mean, look, keep plugging into me. There's plenty of things that you got free access to me through all sorts of videos here on my blog to learn, to grow. There's stuff on my products page. There's all sorts of different training resources there as well. Specifically on the subject of recruiting professionals, I would plug into one of my training webinars or one of my trainings specifically on that subject matter. But look, I mean, this is a business that you've got to go if you're going to put together a Super Bowl team, you're going to go talk to the worst players in the league? What's the movie with Gene Hackman and Keanu? Oh, The Replacements, right? All these hack football players that they put together on a team because all these players were on strike. I mean, they ended up, in this case, they ended up winning, but it was a movie. But the reality is, look, I mean, you want to go put the best people you can on your team. Your job is just to flip the rocks over. Don't make up your mind, make up somebody's mind for them. Don't be a mind reader. You're not a mind reader. Just ask and see what it brings you, okay? That's all we got to do. It's not hard. And if you're having a hard time with it, you know, work on making it not hard by plugging in and working on you and getting better at what you do and who you are. So, all right, this is Todd Falcone. I appreciate you for plugging in. Stay fearless, my friends. We'll see you on another video. Thanks for watching.